Welcome to GridPro Tutorial 1, Part 2 of 2. Return to the Topology Builder panel by selecting it from the panel menu. Change to 3-dimensional mode by selecting it from the Dimensions menu, and delete all grids and topologies by selecting Delete All from the Grid and the Topology menu. Create an ellipse by selecting Load Ellipse from the Surface menu. The radius of the ellipse can be changed by modifying the magnitude of the semi-u, v, and w vectors. We can create a box around this ellipse by choosing Read Macro from the Topology menu. Choose the box macro. The box can be quickly enlarged by choosing Enlarge 100% twice from the Resize menu. Press OK to create the box. You can see that 6 planes were created forming a box. Additionally, topology was created and automatically assigned to the surfaces. The rendering mode can be changed so that the sphere can be more easily viewed. Choose Hidden Line Removal from the middle button on the Style panel to change the rendering mode. The screen view can be snapped to the XYZ axes by choosing XYZ from the Snap button in the Rotate panel. Insert topology sheets around the sphere just as they were inserted around the circle in 2 dimensions. Right-click and drag to rotate the view 90 degrees, and then insert more sheets to finish surrounding the sphere. Change to a side view and add the topology surrounding the sphere to a group. This can be done quickly by holding the G key and dragging a box around the inner topology. Rotate 90 degrees to view all the points that were added to the group. Press the minus button in the group panel and drag a box around the extra points to remove them from the group. Now that you have the inner topology grouped, create a wrap surrounding the sphere by selecting 10% smaller from the Wrap menu. Select the sphere by holding S and clicking on it. Use the Backup Group button, which looks like a less than symbol in the Group panel, to select the last group of points that was created. You can easily assign these points to the sphere by holding S and right-clicking while dragging a box around all the points. Only the points in the active group will be assigned. Check that all surfaces have been assigned by pressing the arrow button in the Surfaces panel to cycle through all the surfaces. Then generate the grid by selecting G-Grid Start from the Topology menu. If a G-Grid process is already running, you must first stop that process before starting a new one. The grid generation process can be seen running from the terminal from which the graphical interface was launched. Load the new grid that was generated. Remember that grids are saved as blk.tmp in the working directory by default. Change the Grid Viewer panel from the Panel menu to view the grid. Sheets can be inserted to view a cross-section of the grid. Press the Edge button on the Make Sheet panel, then click on a block edge to create a cross-section from that edge. Zoom in and create a sheet from an edge protruding radially outward from the sphere. This will create a sheet surrounding the sphere. The current sheet, which is shown as light blue, can be stepped along the edge on which it lies by pressing the Step buttons in the Current panel. The current sheet can be selected by pressing the left and right buttons next to the Sheet button. Press the Block button to hide grid blocks.